What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. Man, winter has lasted way too long. It feels like it's been forever since I've done a gas grill review. I'm excited, we're getting ready for summer and spring coming up. Let's get started. We're comparing the Coyote C-Series versus the Coyote S-Series. What upgrades do you get with the S-Series? Gotta watch the whole video, stay tuned for more. So today we're taking a look at the Coyote series of their gas grills. I've already done a review on their upgraded S series. If you want to see an in-depth review of that, I'll include a link below. But we've gotten this requested a lot more than I thought. A lot of people have asked for a review on the C series because it is more affordable than the S series. And a lot of people want to know if it's still a good grill considering how well it's priced. Now this grill is priced extremely well. But when you stack it up to the S series, do you lose a lot of features? So that's what we're really gonna talk about. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a ton when you do that and allows us to keep making videos like this. Lots more comparison videos. We're gonna have a jam-packed spring, so many grills to review. So make sure you guys subscribe because we have a ton of grill reviews already on our channel and tons more to come. Okay, so let's start with the outsides of the grills. Usually I kind of like to start from the bottom up and work my way up the grill. So both carts are solid stainless steel. Now just looking at both carts, so I don't really see a ton of differences between the two grills here as far as the carts go. They're all solid stainless steel, it appears. I do like that they have the soft close front doors. Both grills have the same features there. And then you notice on the bottom, if you're ordering it in propane, they have the LP pull-out drawer as well. And again, the S series is no different here. Pretty much the same exact features. Now this one, I gotta check the specs, but I believe we just have this because it's a wider grill. Anyways, I believe part of that is just because we're in a 36-inch grill versus a 28, so we're dealing with a narrower grill, so we're not gonna have that shelving feature on them. And then both of them, the grease tray is a pull-out tray on the front of both grills as well. So I would say there's absolutely no difference between the carts. Now side shelves, both ends are retractable. And again, I'm not seeing any difference here. I will say this on the S series, notice this, see this? So we do have some cut-in air slots. Coyote's never told me if that's functional, if that's just by design. I'm guessing it's just by design. I don't know, they don't need extra airflow of this overheating right here. I wouldn't think, but we're gonna go with that's just an aesthetic change. So again, carts, I'm not seeing any difference here. Okay, let's get into the actual heads themselves and just see what's different with the hoods. Looking at the hoods, let's get a close up with thermometers. Both the thermometers appear to be the exact same between the two. And the design hood handles are the same. Again, all 304 stainless hoods. Now let's measure to see if the actual hood build is different. Let's go under the hood here. So as far as vertical height in our C series, we got about 10 inches until our top hood. Let's go into the S series, 10 inches. So I'm not seeing any difference there in the amount of vertical space we have in between the grills. Both hoods are double lined. Now, I was talking to a manufacturer lately and they kind of let me in on a little secret on those double lined hoods. Usually we think double lined hoods helps hold temperature better, which it does a little bit. But he said the main priority of these double lined hood is to keep the exterior stainless steel from discoloring. So that's why they're double lined, which again, all stainless steel grills usually typically are. That's gonna help keep your hood from discoloring. So as far as I can tell, the exterior shell between both of these grills is absolutely identical. So hopefully when we get into the guts of these grills, we find some differences because so far, I'm not seeing any differences here. Okay, you probably notice right away, one huge cosmetic difference between the two is gonna be our lit up knobs. So both grills have interior lighting standard, but on our C series, when we turn them off and turn these on, we don't have any knob lighting, whereas our S series is gonna come standard with the interior lights and the exterior lights. Now, it's not a huge feature. Definitely not a deal breaker. What I care more about is the interior lights. That's definitely more functional than having the exterior lights lit up, but a nice little curb appeal. Both of these grills too are available as far as install options. You can do them as a built-in grill that you can build into an outdoor kitchen, or you can order them as a cart model. What's really cool about the C-Series, this is the 28-inch. This grill comes fully assembled. So it's a 1 SKU assembled out of the box. You have a fully assembled cart grill, easy purchase. All right, so let's show you the C-Series here quick. You notice we do have a warming rack. Warming rack seems fairly heavy duty. But you notice one important thing is missing is we don't have a rear infrared burner. So we have no rotisserie kit on this grill, and we also don't have a rear burner. So again, that's one of the things that's keeping this grill affordable. However, that is a big feature that's missing. When we go over to the S-Series, you can see two things. One, again, we still have our warming rack here, but we have a ceramic infrared rotisserie burner, or rear burner. So here's our controls for that. And then on top of that, we actually have our rotisserie motor included. I like that it's included. Some of the competitors in the S series, like a Blaze or something, Blaze LTE, rotisserie kit is not always included. But let me show you a really cool feature on the back of the grill here, is they also give us storage brackets for our spit rod. So you can see we have our spit rod, our 2 forks, and then a nice handy place to store it. So if you're like me, the most annoying thing when you have a gas grill is figuring out where the heck to put this. So the idea you can just rest it right on the back of your grill with these brackets included is super handy and well thought out. Okay, you probably noticed this sitting here too. So this is gonna be a smoker box. Again, this is an accessory with most grills, so we put our wood chips, pellets, something like that to add flavor in a smoker box. This isn't a big deal because these aren't usually typically expensive, 20, 30 bucks if you wanted to add these, but it's nice that they throw this in for you. So you're gonna get this standard with the S-Series. Again, you do not get that with the C-Series. All right, let's go to our cooking grates here. So here's our S-Series cooking grates. Again, solid stainless steel, and they're thick. If I had to guess, about 8 millimeters or so. I don't know the exact measurement, but they're definitely thick. I've seen heavier duty cooking grates, but these are definitely solid. Now let's compare them to the C-Series. Just put these side by side. So I am not seeing a difference in the cooking grates. It looks like their spacing is the exact same, diameter is the exact same. For what it's worth, these have like rounded little knobs on them, and this is flat. That's gonna make absolutely zero difference for you in performance. But you guys like in-depth reviews, so I'm gonna be as in-depth as possible. So that's the cooking grate. So let's leave these off so we can really get into the grill. Oh, one thing we gotta mention is one thing that makes Coyote super unique, because that's the thing with gas grills, is there's so much overlap and there's so much similarity between brands, and the competition is so high. And quite frankly, the industry is super saturated with 1 million people making gas grills. What's really important when you're a gas grill company is that you have a feature or something that makes you unique. Well, Coyote has that. They have these cooking grates, which are super unique to them, and they're awesome because it creates a lot of surface area. It's really hard to spill veggies through these, and then it's really nice to get nice sear marks with these cooking grates. What I find annoying is that this is what sort of makes Coyote unique, is that these are not standard in the S-Series. So the S-Series is sort of their loaded grill. No one likes to buy extras when you're buying top of the line. When you're rolling in your Benz, you're rolling in your Range Rover, you're not looking to buy add-ons. You want that thing loaded up off the lot. You're spending primo money. You don't want to buy extras. That's just annoying. So Coyote, you need to make these standard. These are a cool feature, but you have to pay extra for them. Big bummer, but it is what it is. So right off the bat, you probably notice a huge difference here. The S-Series is gonna come with our ceramic briquettes versus the C-Series. We're gonna get our flame tamers. You guys know I never know what to call these. That's what I'm gonna call them today, is the flame tamers. Now, you guys know how I feel about these if you watched any of my other videos. So the idea behind the ceramic briquettes is when you're cooking over your burners, is it's gonna heat up these ceramic briquettes and it's gonna create perfectly even temperature distribution to where you have zero hot spots within the grill. And it is true that they work. However, the problem with them, you guys hear me complain about this in the other videos, when grease sits on here, it basically becomes grease fire city. So you essentially have to regularly flip these over and burn off the grease, ideally after each cook. Now, if you do that, if you take the time to flip these over after each cook and burn off the grease, they work perfectly. But if you go a couple cooks with grease sitting on there, you're gonna have problems, and that's annoying. That is not so much the case with these guys. They're lower maintenance, I guess you say, because you don't have to flip them and clean them quite as much. However, the ceramic briquettes do a better job with even temperature throughout the grill. So it's sort of a trade-off. So it just depends, are you super hands-on and like getting in your grill and cleaning it all the time? Or do you just want something easy to use? I wouldn't say one's better than the other, but the S-Series comes with the ceramic briquette standard. All right, now another thing that you'll notice here is we have our infrared sear burner. Now, you've heard me talk about infrared sear burners before. What do these do? Well, they're essentially gonna sear and get extremely hot. So if you're cooking red meats, things like that, this is an awesome feature to have for searing. Now, what's really cool is, again, a lot of grill companies, you can change out a burner for this burner. However, on the S-Series, this is the standard configuration. So when you do the S-Series, this is the way it comes. Always your very left-hand burner is gonna be the infrared sear station, and you get that extra. You don't have to buy that extra. So again, minus their upgraded cooking grates, there's cool things. We get a rotisserie standard, we get the lighting standard, we get the ceramic briquette standard, we get the infrared drop-in burner standard. So really cool features that come standard with this grill. Now, let's look at the burners. So we mentioned the cooking grates that kind of make Coyote unique, but what I'm most impressed with is their burners. Now, they call these their infinity burners, and they're cast stainless. And you can see, we'll really get in there close, but you can see this lip on here. That's gonna protect your burner ports from damage or things like that. But they're nice, beefy, robust. And we got burner ports on the inside and the outside. So high BTU, so 20,000 BTU per burner. So that means that this grill can get really hot really fast, and it's gonna pack a lot of punch. So this is high BTU burners. And also, not only that, but in comparison to some of its competitors, like let me show you this here. This is a blaze burner, for example. Again, you can see it's made out of the same material, cast stainless, but lower BTU, and then it's thinner. So imagine this sitting in here like this. So the Coyote burner is more spread out. And so again, I think not only on top of having a higher BTU with the Coyote burner, with it being more spread out, you're gonna promote more even cooking distribution throughout the grill, which is important. That's what I'm after more than BTUs, is even cooking surfaces throughout the grill. That's really important. Now for comparison, Blaze and a lot of competitors, Somerset's another one, they use burners just like this. So this is a good comparison because this burner, which is a great burner, is in a lot of grills. So the S-Series just goes a little notch above that. Now, my biggest surprise is over here in the C-Series. What burners do you think we're gonna get in the C-Series? Normally when we go down, we downgrade our barbecues. The first thing that we see different is gonna be the burners. What do we see? What do we got? Uh-oh. Looks like the exact same burner. So that is super cool because the C-Series still gets the infinity burners, which if we're really breaking down barbecues, burners are probably one of the most important, sort of the lifeblood of the grill is the quality of burners that are in it. So they did not downgrade us at all in the C-Series. So we still get the infinity burners, which in this price point of grill, you never see burners that nice. So that's pretty impressive that we don't go down in burners. Okay, so those are the differences I'm seeing. Am I missing anything you've noticed while I'm filming here? No? I think I caught everything, but if I didn't catch something, I know what a commenter is gonna do. He's gonna let me know about it. They always let me know if I missed something. So if I missed something, you tell me. So let's summarize. Both of the carts are the same. Both of the grill bodies are the same. The burners are the same. The cooking grates are the same. We're starting to see a theme here. The majority of these two grills are identical. But what upgrades do you get with the S-Series? We get our rear burner, we get our rotisserie kit, we get our ceramic briquettes, and we get a drop-in infrared burner and a smoker tray. So we get 5 upgrades with the S-Series. But the one thing that isn't upgraded is the burners. We're getting the same burners. So are those 5 things worth the price difference? Price difference here is substantial. And so I personally am not seeing a lot here to really justify a jump from the C-Series to the S-Series unless you're looking for a premium grill. Now I say that with a caveat. Am I saying that because the S-Series is overpriced? No. In fact, like I mentioned, Somerset, like the Sizzler Pro, the Blaze LTE, this grill fits very nicely in those price points. It's right in line with those price points, and I'll have a review coming up on brand comparisons. So it's right in line with those, and in fact, I think, like I showed you, it even has better burners. The problem is not that this is overpriced. The problem is that the C-Series is such a good deal. So hopefully that makes sense. This is priced right where it needs to be. I would say this is even priced low, which makes it such a good value considering what you get for the grill. So if you're looking for these premium features and you're gonna buy these features anyway, let's say you like this grill, but you wanna buy an infrared burner, you wanna buy a rotisserie kit, you wanna buy a smoker box. If you're gonna start doing add-ons to the grill, go ahead and get the S-Series. But if you're not gonna buy any add-ons, take a look at I would strongly look at the C-Series if you're on a budget. I'm talking on both sides of my mouth here. Because also, these grills are solid 304 stainless. They have a great warranty. Both these grills are gonna last you forever. You're gonna have this grill 20 years, no problem. So part of the thinking is too, if you're gonna have a grill for 20 years, you might as well spring for the rotisserie. You might as well spring for some of the add-ons because you're gonna have this grill so long. It's not like you're gonna replace this every couple years. So what I usually say is, each customer is different. So think about what your needs are and don't always apply what I'm saying as like a blanket rule of thumb. Think about what your personal needs are and think of the added value of the things that come with these upgrades and see if they apply to you. If they apply to you, then maybe go ahead and spring for these upgrades. So I'm, again, as usual, just going on way too long. There's upgrades here with the S-Series. I think the price jump is too significant between the two. And again, not because this is overpriced, it's just the C-Series, I would borderline say it's underpriced. And so you just get so much value with the C-Series. But again, if you want any options at all and you start buying extras, at that point, just get the S-Series. But if you're looking for a bare bones grill that's super durable with great burners, take a look at the C-Series. Don't forget, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area, come to our showroom today in Westminster, Colorado, see these grills for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out our channel, you check out our other brand comparison reviews. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks so much for watching today.